Cheers! Cheers! We are still in the car, so we are filming multiple videos at one time. So if you've seen this view before, that's why, because it's a long drive up to my parents' house. What are we talking about today, Nikki?
We're going to talk about some explosive diarrhea.
Because that's a fun topic you want to talk about.
Absolutely. I think it's funny, though, okay? All on the Facebook groups and stuff, everybody's going, what do I... Like, who is out there buying vegetables? Who is avoiding produce at all costs? Who is doing, blah, blah, blah.
And why are they talking about this?
Because this whole new parasite thing or whatever.
Cyclospora.
Yeah, whatever. But the parasites have been around forever. And people are like, well, I'm just avoiding all produce at blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be eating produce. I'll just go buy my food. I'll go at a restaurant and order to do this. And I'm going,
Where do they get
their food from? But I will tell you, first off, regardless of where you get your food from, like at the grocery store or at our farmer's market, why are y'all not washing your vegetables before you use them?
Okay, so to be fair, Cyclospora whatever is a parasite, and washing and refrigerating your vegetables does help, but it doesn't always get it.
No, it doesn't, but it's just like the whole COVID thing, and it's the thing to cure COVID was wash your hands. Well, why are you not doing that to begin with?
Facts.
I mean, like, what? Are you not bathing? What's going on? Like, if you take proper care as to what you're supposed to do, your chances of getting whatever ailment happens to be out in the world at the moment, it's going to help you prevent that from happening.
Right.
Whatever.
Well, let's talk about it from a farm point of view.
Absolutely.
So when you go to the grocery store, you are buying mass produced produce. I mean, they're not going to, my backyard garden and taking 3 heads of lettuce from me and 3 heads from the neighbor. And they're taking it from a farm who is doing, go back to that cost of marketing, 10,000 zucchinis at one time.
Correct.
So you're talking about mass, large-scale farms. So one, you've got more hands on these things.
Yep.
So you're not controlling who's washing their hands out in the field. It's not like a restaurant with a little sign as you enter the field that says, please wash your hands before picking. And let's be real,
who actually follows that sign in restaurants? But that's beside the point.
Well, when I was a waitress, I always did.
I did too, but true. But
that's beside the point.
Right.
There's not a sign like that on the field before the workers go out and get off the truck. 2, you're talking about fertilizers that are like synthetic or mass sprayed manure products to fertilize their fields. Like, there's a lot of implements that go into the soil to try and grow things because they are constantly depleting the soil when they're mass producing.
Right.
And some farmers, even on a mass scale, are much better at it than others about managing their soil health and stuff. So there is a huge difference from buying from the grocery store a head of lettuce that has been out in a field with 1,000 other heads of lettuce picked by hands that are probably not clean, because let's be fair, we're farmers. Our hands are in dirt.
Right.
Your lettuce gets dirt on it. Like, even when it rains, the dirt splashes up. So there's going to be dirt. So then they pick one head of lettuce. It's got dirt on it. It gets on their hands. They throw it in the box. They pick another head of lettuce. So if that head of lettuce had the parasite on it, now it's on the every other head of lettuce from 3 rows over. So it is stacking it up in the box. They rinse it, they package it, they put it on the grocery store, and it's just sitting in the bags. So, I mean, there's like a whole lot that goes into it. I'm not being mean to mass produce.
No, because we got to
America. We have to feed the world. And there's only so many ways you can do it, especially with regenerative farming.
And if you're going to the grocery store and buying your items, great. But take the precautions.
Right. And it is, it is a little harder to trace when what store did you get it from?
Right.
Okay, and then did you save the bag? Do we have the batch number? Can we trace it to a date that you bought it so we can try to figure that out when you didn't get sick for a week?
Right.
Do you remember every salad you ate?
Right. No, because, yes,
And-
I
or
do,
was
because
it-
I don't eat very many salads. But
Well, I eat salads almost every
do?
day. I
Yeah.
haven't in the past week. But, and was it the lettuce on the salad or was it the lettuce that you got on your hamburger at a restaurant?
Correct. Right. Yep.
And this is where we come in. We're on a really bumpy road, so it's a little rocky, guys. And this is where we come into last episode of... Crap, now I don't remember where I was going with that thought.
Yeah, you had the whole, do you know if you got sick from the hamburger and the lettuce?
Yes, for them tracking you.
Yeah.
For the AI, this is why they're tracking people to try to figure out where they got sick from. So go watch that episode because apparently I don't like AI. You will see that. And invasion of privacy with flock cameras and all that BS. I'm very passionate about that, as I am about everything else you will get from these talks. But you don't know what piece of lettuce you got it from. It's like that adage of smoking. Which cigarette gave you cancer?
Right.
You don't know.
Right.
So are you safer going to a farmer's market?
Absolutely, because you know where your food comes from. You can actually talk to the farmers. You can get to know their practices. You can get to know which field comes from. If you take the time, if you take the time to ask the questions, yes. If you decide to not ask the questions and know where your food is coming from, even though you think it's coming from a farmer's market, do you know their radius? Do you know
Ding, 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 ding,
where
ding.
the food is coming from?
Not every farmer's market is equal.
Correct.
And not every farmer's market is local, and not every farmer's market has the farmer there on site with the product.
Correct. Or somebody who is knowledgeable enough to the point of where they're going to be able to answer those questions. Because sometimes we can't get the farmers out there. But they should be able to have somebody who works on the farm.
Well, and I'm talking about like these big state-run farmers markets where they're basically bringing in people who are buying from wholesalers.
Yeah, and they are. Because I have actually heard from a source that here in North Carolina, Raleigh just wants to fill spaces. So where is the food coming from?
They don't care or check to see if it is authentically a local farm.
Correct.
We did a market last year locally, and talking to the vendor guy there, he was talking about, we're listening to his sales pitch, and he's talking about his farm, which was 10 miles away or whatever. But then he's telling us that he went and picked everything up at the wholesaler, and it all had stickers on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he may have a farm 10 miles away. But that's not what he was selling at the market. And he was telling the customers a whole different story than he was telling us, because, we had the whole camaraderie thing because we were vendors too right there beside him. So, it was perfectly fine to tell us where he got the stuff. But he was telling the customers something different, and apparently he had been doing this
for a long time.
Years, because people were walking up to him, oh, hey, how are you doing? I love your farm. I love getting my produce from you.
Yep.
And, he's just happily selling. Like, I love it.
But yeah, so as long as you, the customer, are asking questions and diving into where your food comes from, the locality, the practices should all come into play, and they should be able to answer those type of questions. If they cannot answer it,
or they won't look at you when they do.
Correct. Raises a red flag. Like Krista was saying, all of them aren't treated equally. Like, we pride ourselves on our radius of getting things local, getting things that actually come from the area in which we sell our product. We're not going to ship things in, but other places do. So you have to ask. Just because it comes from a farmer's market does not mean that it's
safe.
Local or it's safe. Exactly.
And let's be completely honest and be fair. these parasites are in the soil somewhere.
Yes.
It's not like this is something that has come over on a ship and is at one location, and if they find that location, they can alleviate it.
Correct.
It's like avian flu. This stuff gets picked up by birds. They poop as they fly over, and now all of a sudden you've got infected birds.
Right.
Yes, I'm not spraying manure on my gardens. However, I am using composted manure from my animals.
Right.
Is it composted all the way down? Well, I hope so, because I'm a lazy ass composter, and it sits there for 2 years.
All those hats again.
Yeah. So, I'm not flipping it over, in 3 months like you're supposed to. I'm letting it sit for 2 years, and then I'm like, oh, look, I need some compost. There's this pile. It looks like soil now. And it, by all means, is, because all the weeds are growing in it at that point. Anyway, which is why I have a lot of weeds in my garden. But anyway. So, we're still using amendments. But I'm trying not to use synthetic fertilizers and stuff, which can harbor, parasites better and things like that. But it's still a farm. It's still a garden. It's still got animals. I've still got birds flying over. I'm not, doing it undercover. However, it's just me out there. It's just me picking it and putting it into a bucket of water to rinse it and, bringing it to the market. It's not been on a truck. It's not been, festering with parasites and stuff. So I'm eating the food, and we haven't gotten sick yet. So yeah, I'm
also eating the food, and I haven't gotten sick yet either.
Yeah, so I'm like way more comfortable buying, selling my produce, feeling that it's not going to have whatever this rampant disease is.
But it's also, in a sense, like, even if yours had it, let's just play devil's advocate or whatever, yours had it.
Do not put that out in the universe. What is wrong with you?
But you go home and you wash it.
Yeah.
Like, you take proper care as to what it is. Now, will I 100% walk by Krista's table at the market and grab stuff off of her table and go ahead and eat it?
Yes,
100%.
So if
I do it all the time.
If your little container of cherry tomatoes seems a little bit light.
Yeah, well, I'll own it. I will 100% own it. That is for sure. But wash it. Do what you need to do in order to properly prepare it. But you have a less likely chance with the not as many people touching it.
Not as many people touching it, and smaller scale farms who are not using a lot of manufactured inputs and mass covering crops.
Yes.
Etc., etc. But am I eating salads from the store right now?
Nope.
I have not, actually. And I am very much a salad a week, like 2 to 3 times a week person. And it's kind of killing me. They don't know where it's coming from. A lot of speculation is lettuce, because lettuce gets a lot of the rap for anything.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably why. But you can make a salad without lettuce, honestly.
Yep.
I don't have lettuce in my garden right now. It's too hot. But I'm fixing to put some in, because it should start cooling down in a couple weeks and be just fine. So yeah, I'm fixing to put lettuce in because I want a salad. However, it helps when you have things like cucumbers. You can peel them, which
Carrots.
is also going to help reduce any risk of contamination. So go for vegetables and things. Even if you have to go to the store, go for things that have something you can peel off to help reduce, because a lot of times these parasites and things are on the outside, which is why usually washing works really well. So if you can wash them really good, wash your hands and then peel them, and then wash your hands, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like,
just take a little extra precaution.
You can reduce that risk.
Yeah.
But I would absolutely try to buy everything as local as possible right now.
Yep.
I am not buying everything local. I'm still getting peppers at the store because
the heat messed up our peppers.
Well, no, peppers love heat, and most people's peppers are doing phenomenal. But my ding-dong butt did a new gardening planting plan this year, and I put my peppers behind my tomatoes, so they're not getting the strong sun. The tomatoes are, and it stunted them or something. And so that was my fault. I have gorgeous pepper plants. no pepper. Well, a few of them are fine,
Yeah.
but my big bell pepper plants, nothing's on them.
Yeah.
And I think that was my fault
Yeah,
because
'cause
I'm
of
sitting here going, well, they're in the shade all the freaking time.
Right. So yeah.
So that was my fault because I have these gorgeous tomato trellises loaded with tomatoes. Well, they're shading out my peppers.
But you're right. Yeah,
That was my fault.
So like Ashley's and yeah, they've come through. Yeah.
So,
But guys, just buy local. Wash your vegetables. Buy local. Ask questions about where your food comes from, what their practices are,
and
etc.
peel it if you can.
Yep.
You know, and if you are still uncomfortable with that at the moment, then buy frozen vegetables.
Yeah.
Get what you can locally, and then buy the rest frozen. Don't avoid vegetables, or you'll end up with scurvy.
Yep.
And then we'll all be running around talking like pirates or something.
Arr.
Arr, matey.
All right, guys. Well, we have arrived at our destination, so we will catch you on the next one.
Oh, look, you got a short one just because we're picking blueberries.
That's right. Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.